In today's video, we are talking through a simple upper body finisher that a hiker can use to fit in a little bit of upper body strength at the end of a workout. Now, when it comes down to training for hiking, for the most part, hikers tend to focus on their lower body, which makes sense because hiking is a lower body sport. The legs are doing most of the work, and it makes sense to spend the majority of our time training that area. But it is a mistake if you are completely neglecting your upper body, because working and developing and strengthening your upper body can have a number of really, really good benefits. Things like it can help you lift and carry a heavy pack, whether this is a day pack or a full pack or anything in between. It can help reduce soreness when using trekking poles. A lot of hikers do tend to get sore shoulders, sore triceps, sore elbows when they're using trekking poles on longer days. It can help us with rock scrambling or any type of height climbing you're going to be dealing with. And also can just be great for general health, for general bone density, for resilience, for longevity, all of that. So even though hikers should put the majority of their focus into their lower body, we want to make sure we are still getting a bit of upper body strengthening in our week. Now, the concept of a finisher is essentially just using a very, very small amount of time at the end of a workout, just to squeeze in quite a bit of work to finish things off. Now, the idea behind this with the upper body is if you're doing a workout and you spent the majority of time doing your lower body, and you're like, hey, I have an extra 5 minutes at the end, this could be a really, really good option to just squeeze in a bunch of upper body work in a short amount of time. So you can walk out feeling like, you know what, I've accomplished quite a bit. Now, for this particular sequence and this particular finisher, we're going to be doing 4 different exercises. You can either do these with a backpack if you're training at home, you can use a barbell or dumbbells if you're at the gym, or whatever you want. Now, exercise number 1, we're going to do a whole kneeling overhead press, where basically you're going to be on your knees, but you can do the standing if you want as well. And basically, we're just pushing pack or weight straight above our head. Now, the idea behind this exercise is going to be working the shoulders predominantly and a little bit of the triceps maybe as well. Now, exercise number 2, we're going to be doing it the bent over row. So you're going to stand up, bend over, push the hips back, and with a nice flat back, we're going to be pulling the pack or pulling the weight up to our torso. Key to this exercise is we should be feeling it in the upper back, maybe a bit in the lats, maybe a bit in the biceps. Number 3, we're going to go down on the ground and we're going to be doing a floor press. And essentially, we're going to be doing just pressing straight up, straight down. This will work the chest, the fronts, the shoulders, bit of the triceps as well. And the final one, we're going to be doing a WYT, which is a slightly different exercise. It won't be quite as burning, and it's a little bit more stability and control based. But essentially what you're going to be doing is lying straight down in a slight back extension position. You're going to start by bringing your shoulder blades back and down. So there's a nice good contraction in your shoulder blades here, and you keep that kind of through the whole motion. And from there, we'll basically do what it says in the name. You can do a W position with your arms, then you push back to a Y position with your arms, then a T position. And we're going to rotate between those 3 positions, keeping the shoulder blades nice and tucked in. Now, the way this is going to work, it's very, very simple. You're going to do the overhead press for as many times as you can. So get the pack up and down, up and down, up and down as many times as you can until the shoulders are like, I don't want to do anymore. Then we're going to do the bent over row. We're going to do the same thing as many times as you can. Up and down, up and down, up and down until you can't do anymore. Then the same thing with the floor press, as many as you can. And then the WYT is 10 repetitions. So you could probably do this all day if you really wanted, because it's not super strenuous, but we just want to concentrate on control. And in this situation, control when we're already fatigued from the other exercises. You can just do that one time. It should only take you about 5 minutes or so. Now, if this is taking forever and you're just going rep after rep after rep and it never really ends, you just need to put a little bit extra weight in your pack just so you're not doing hundreds of repetitions. But if you keep it to maybe a weight that'll take you 15, 20, 25 reps, it works out pretty well. Now, a couple of simple tips just to add to this. For the overhead press specifically, good thing to aim for is a slow. So aim for about 3 to 4 seconds on the weight down, which can be quite good. And then for the bent over row, we just want to make sure that this is an upper back exercise. Some people, when they're doing this, they end up feeling a lot of pressure in the lower back, which we don't want. So just make sure we're keeping the back nice and flat, making sure the torso isn't doing a huge amount of movement. It's mainly just the arms. And then finally, just make sure your abdominals, so your core, squeezed on super tight throughout this. And that can take a bit of pressure off the lower back itself. But all in all, that's a very, very, very simple finisher you can throw at the end of a workout. So if you've been doing the majority of your training with your lower body, but you have a spare few minutes at the end of a workout where you can squeeze a bit more work in, maybe give this a go. It's simple, it's effective, it's time efficient, and you may well enjoy it, and it can help you on the trail. So give it a go, and I hope you really enjoy it.